My name is Sinead Smith, and I am the program coordinator of the MSc in Psychology and Wellbeing um, in the School of Psychology. So I am going to very quickly talk through our program, and I'm happy to take any questions. So the MSc in Psychology and Wellbeing, as I've said, I'm the coordinator of it. If you've got any questions, I can be emailed on sinead.smith@dcu.ie. And this program is for psychology graduates. So if you are a psychology graduate and if you are thinking about advancing your training, you're thinking about your next steps, then this pre-professional master's may be the program for you. So our eligibility criteria are that you need to have a minimum of a 2-1 in a psychology degree or equivalent. And when I say equivalent, I mean, for example, an accredited postgraduate conversion program like a postgraduate diploma or a master's conversion program. And should you be coming from outside Ireland, what that means is that the programme that you've completed should meet eligibility to allow you to become a graduate member of the Psychological Society of Ireland. So that is the criteria under which we'll be assessing any applications. So this program is at master's level. It's level 9 with 90 credits, and we run it in 2 different ways. So we have a full-time year 1 program, which if you're applying is DC 765, but we also run it as a part-time 2-year program, DC 766. And I should say that those are both full calendar years. If you were taking it full time, our teaching days are Monday and Tuesday, full days of teaching, although there'll be coursework and supervision outside of those days. And if you're doing this part time, then our teaching days are Monday in year 1 and Tuesdays in year 2. So why wellbeing? If you're thinking about what you might do next, you're probably thinking about using this maybe as a stepping stone to get you onto maybe into the job market, into another program like professional training, for example, clinical, educational, sports, counselling, those kind of things, or as a leg into research and following this maybe with a research degree program. And really, psychology and well-being are so interlinked, and well-being and health are just such fundamental issues of concern. So if you want to work with people in any capacity, then well-being is relevant, and it's increasingly recognised nationally and internationally in many domains, whether that's in practice in terms of healthcare, working with communities, organisational settings, understanding well-being, understanding how to measure well-being, how to promote it, are absolutely key. And we're seeing an increase in policy for well-being, highlighting the importance of it at many levels. And so that there's very definitely a place here for our graduates to work on policy as well as practice. And also in terms of research, well-being is increasingly being called out in research strategies and of funding bodies. And I suppose the bottom line really is that wellbeing is on the agenda, and that we are the only masters in psychology and wellbeing in Ireland who are meeting that need. So as I've said, this is a program that will provide you with a stepping stone to further training, whatever that may be, whether it's clinical, educational, professional, and so on. And I'm going to give you a quick outline of some of the content. We have what we would consider to be 4 theoretical modules, which cover a variety of different topics, including wellbeing across the lifespan, environmental influences on wellbeing. We look at communities and wellbeing, and we also look at that link between practice and research, where we talk about evidence-based psychological practice. We then have a further 4 modules that are a little bit more either research based in the case of advanced psychological research methods, as well as your research project. And we also have a specialist topic module, which is where you learn to conduct a systematic review of the literature. And then finally, we have a Wellbeing summer school where we bring together, I suppose, the theoretical modules, the research modules, along with some careers planning with a lot of external input as well, where you get to bring it all together. So as I outlined already, full-time offering is run 2 full days per week. It's planned for Mondays and Tuesdays, and part-time is 1 full day per week across 2 years, and that's Monday year 1, Tuesday in year 2. It is important to note that our deadline is fast approaching, so it's actually Friday, this Friday, which is the 24th of March, and that means that all elements of your application need to be in on Friday. So that includes the completed application form, your transcripts, references, personal statement. It won't be considered a complete application, and it won't actually come to us in the school for review until you've uploaded all of those elements. So do if you are thinking of applying, try to get all of that together in advance of the deadline. I am more than happy to answer any questions now or by email. If anybody wants to contact me, I will put my my email address into the chat again. But in the meantime, I think I see somebody is typing, so I'll hold on a minute for some questions. Is there any application fee? So to the best of my knowledge, there is an application fee of €50 for any application coming into DCU.